Hello dear students and welcome back. So in previous video we have started our new chapter, that is chapter 6, physical and chemical changes, right? So in brief I have told you what is meant by physical change, what is meant by chemical change. We have discussed the differences between physical and chemical changes. Now we will recap it and then we will do some activities in today's video to make you more clear about the concept of physical and chemical changes. Okay, so let's start. So here on board you can see there is one picture of a paper, and what has happened is converted into 4 pieces. One paper is broken into 4 pieces. Okay, we have converted one paper into 4 pieces. So what kind of change it is? You know, it is a physical change. Like here this is one paper. Now I am tearing it into some pieces. Now I got 4 pieces. So what kind of change it is? Whether change has happened or not? Yes, change has happened. Before it was one paper and now it is converted into 4 pieces. Conversion is there. Correct. So change has occurred. Now this is physical change. Why I can say it is a physical change? Because no new substance is formed. This is very important. Any new substance you can see, paper remain paper. Any property of paper has changed, any chemical property has changed, physical property has changed, its size, its shape has changed, color is as it is, right? So physical change has occurred in this, and how I can say this, on what basis? I should have some basis, right? On that basis I can say whether the change is physical or chemical. So this change is physical, I have said. Okay, now one more. This is a chalk. I have broken it. I can make its powder also, right? Generally you play in classroom with chalk, which is not good. Correct. So breaking of one chalk into smaller pieces is a physical or chemical change. Any new substance is formed here. Chalk remained chalk. Only it was one single piece. Now it is converted into 2 pieces. Correct. So whether it is physical or chemical change, it is a physical change because no new substance. Again I am using this statement. No new substance is formed. If chalk is converted into something else, no, chalk remain chalk. Right. Before also and after also. Correct. So in both these examples, tearing of paper, breaking chalk into pieces, in both these examples, only physical property of the substance is changed. Its physical property means what? What is meant by, what are the physical properties? Shape, size, color, state of matter, right? Shape is there, size is there, then color is there, then a very important, state of matter. These are the physical properties. And in physical change, what happened? These properties changes. Correct. So in both the examples, tearing of paper and breaking a chalk into 2 pieces, in both examples there was change in physical property, right? Its size got changed, right? State of matter was same, but in some cases like water, if you keep ice outside the refrigerator in normal room temperature for some time, what will happen? What you will observe, that ice will melt and it will form a liquid water. So what happened there? State of matter is changed. Correct. From solid it converted into liquid. Means what is changed? Which physical property is changed? State of matter. Right. So that is physical change. Now, in both examples, breaking of chalk and tearing of paper, why I can say it is physical change? Because physical properties change, and one more important, in previous video I told you, no new substance is formed. Any new substance is formed? Did you get something else from paper? Paper is converted into plastic, paper is converted into wood, or paper is converted into very different substance? No, paper remains paper. So no new substance is formed. Correct. So in physical changes, what is very important? No new substance is formed. New substance is not formed. And in chemical changes, new substances are formed. Chemical changes happen in chemical reactions through various chemical reactions. Chemical changes are nothing but chemical reactions. Okay. So now two examples we have seen of physical change. Let us see example of chemical change. So here paper. So I have converted paper into some pieces. Now I will burn the paper. So, right. Now what has happened here? Paper, after burning, paper is converted into ash. Correct, this is ash, right? Flame was produced, paper is converted into ash. New substance, ash means new substance. So new substance is formed. Correct. So what you should say, burning of paper is physical or chemical? It is a chemical, because new substance is formed. Which new substance in burning of paper? Ash. You have seen flame also, light was produced, energy was also released, right? So in chemical changes, new substance is formed with the release of energy or with absorption of energy. Okay, so here I have shown you example. One more example I will be showing to you, which is there in your book also, and that example is of whether it is physical change or chemical change, you will decide. So here I am having, what is it? Do you know? Can you guess? In this folder I am having a magnesium ribbon. Okay, a magnesium strip. So I will write for you. So I am having a magnesium strip. The symbol is Mg. Okay. So what I am going to do with this, I am going to burn it. I will burn it. Let us see what happens after burning. So I am having this magnesium strip. I will burn. I am having candle. You can see a white colored flame. Correct? You can see smoke also, light also, right? And now nothing is there. Okay, so what has happened? What you can see, this is this white colored ash. Okay, so magnesium ribbon, magnesium is a metal. Now that metal is converted into ash. You can see white color, ash. So what is it? Physical or chemical change? Yes, it is a chemical change, because magnesium ribbon is converted into ash. Okay. So new substance is formed. Let us understand with the help of symbols. So magnesium, symbol of magnesium is what? Mg. Now when I started burning magnesium, what has happened? Magnesium reacted with oxygen. This is open, oxygen is there, correct? If you will not supply oxygen, this magnesium won't burn, it will not burn. Because oxygen was there, that's why magnesium got burned. It means magnesium, when magnesium was burning, that magnesium was burning due to oxygen. And both they react with each other like acid and base. If you remember, acid and base, they react with each other, and what they produce? Salt, water and heat. Correct? In last lesson we have learned this in acids and bases. Same here, magnesium is reacting with oxygen, and what is produced? What you have seen? Ash is produced. That ash, how we can show, how we can present in the symbol form? MgO, magnesium oxide. Okay, so here these two to make the reaction balanced one. This balancing of reaction we will be learning in class 10. Okay, so for now, remember magnesium react with oxygen and produce magnesium oxide. This magnesium oxide is nothing but this ash, what you have seen, that ash. Okay, so that ash is nothing but magnesium, the chemical name. General common name we say ash, but what is chemical name? Magnesium oxide. Magnesium. So ash of this magnesium after burning, the ash is called as magnesium oxide. Right. Now, one more thing we will do. So this is chemical change, new substance is formed. Correct. So what new substance is formed? I told magnesium oxide. Before it was magnesium, and after the change, magnesium oxide, new substance, chemical properties changed. Right. Now, this ash, in ash I will put water. So this, when I am putting water in the magnesium oxide, what is magnesium oxide? This is ash of magnesium. So a reaction is happening, a change is happening in this, and that change we can present on board also. Now magnesium oxide, what I have added? Water. And what is produced? What is produced? Magnesium hydroxide. In ash, first I burned magnesium, it reacted with oxygen, magnesium oxide is produced, new substance is produced. And in previous video I have told you, in a chemical change, new substance produces, and in chemical change, chemical properties also changes, and many a times physical properties are also changes. So magnesium ribbon was solid, it's tough, but then it is converted into powder form, right? Ash, and then I have added water, and then what is happened? This magnesium hydroxide, OH means hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide. What is there in this vessel? Magnesium hydroxide. So which change it is? This is which change? When you add water into magnesium oxide, magnesium hydroxide produces new substance. It is new substance or not? It is a new substance. Correct. So new substance is produced, means it is a chemical change. When you add water in magnesium oxide is nothing but ash of magnesium. So a new substance. What is the name? Magnesium hydroxide. So it is also a chemical change. So we have seen these examples of chemical changes. Okay. Now I hope you are more clear with these examples. I showed you example of physical changes, that is tearing of paper, breaking of chalk, no new substance is formed. So we told it is a physical change. Then I showed you, I burned a paper, then I burned magnesium ribbon, then I added water, new substance are formed. So we have said These are the chemical changes. Okay. In next videos, some more activities are there related with this lesson. So we will be doing that activities, and you will be keep identifying the changes around you, either physical or chemical changes. Okay. So till now, keep studying, keep focusing on your study, submit your assignments timely, and for any doubts you can contact me. Okay. Thank you very much.